What do you hear? What do you say? It's another Roblox day, and I'm here in the scary world of Piggy. And just a few hours ago, the second update has dropped, and we get the new Piggy free police skin. But you have to go to the mall and open the bank. So here we go. This is my first time try, and I'm going to try and get the Piggy skin right away. So as soon as we can get this bank open, I'm going to do the obby in the vault and try and get my skin. I believe there's even a code in there as well, as people have been telling me, but that's okay. I can figure it out, and we're gonna get this first try, people. We're gonna get this first try. Let's go. All right, we got orange key. There's our Piggy. He's helping out with everything. We got the gold key. I'll grab the purple, even though that's the gun. It's completely useless for this mission. Oh, we got the plank already. That's awesome. There's the blue key. Anybody got the blue key? I don't think we need it. We just got to get the bank open. Let me go to the bank and wait. I knew it was coming for a while. And here, I'll open something so I feel useful. Okay, I got my GAT, and we're ready to get this done. All right, bank's open. We're just waiting for the card, and I think the card might be in this safe. I'm not sure. Does he have the card yet? No card from you. Let's go, Sonny. His name's Sonny for real. All right. Oh, there's red key sitting right here, bro. We're also going to talk about these notes today. In chapter 11, there was some Easter eggs. We have some new secret notes that we have to decipher, and they just really tell the basic story of what happened during chapter 11 before we got there. And if you saw the ending of chapter 11, it was incredible. We now have the Terminator. Yes, Mr. P has become a Terminator bot. And this leads me to something else that maybe we haven't thought about. Maybe these things aren't actually animals. Maybe they're all animatronics, and the potion's making their skin fall off. I mean, we had Robbie. So Robbie was there. Who made Robbie? Maybe Robbie was just actually a pig before his skin just fell off and you saw his entire robot under him. And now Mr. P's skin is falling off because he tried to use the potion himself, and it just made him sick, and now he's his skin's falling off, and we're all finding out that they're actually just robots, all of them. That's one theory we could think about, but I'm not sure. It does sound viable, but you know, that would be kind of a copy of FNAF, wouldn't it? That these guys are all just robots and not real, and we're living in some kind of world. And at the end, he said, "This is impossible. I'm dreaming, or my mind's playing tricks on me because you're both dead." Maybe we're robots. Maybe everybody's been dead for a long time, and he just recreated them as robots. That's what's going on. Or we're a human, but everybody else is robot, like Doggy here. I don't know. It sounds good. Okay, vault is open now, and let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, so there's a crouch first. All right, and then it looks like, oh wow, there's a laser. Oh, bro. Okay. All right, and then crouch. Okay. Crouch. Let me see if I can. All right, and then over. Okay, now we're into the golden chest. Hi, Piggy. Give me my skin. Wait, he killed me. What the freak? Okay, I did achieve it. It looks like I got I got trolled. There was actually somebody with a police skin in there waiting in the vault, and they killed me. Pretty funny. I'm gonna go ahead and equip this, and I now have the POLEY skin. That is how you do it. Also, speaking of the droids, check this out. This is found inside the vault once you're in. If you look around, you're going to find a little message. It's binary code, and it says, "We are upgrading the mall security protocol droids to protect it against intruders and the infected." So the droid, I guess Robbie, is not actually against you. He's just killing you because he thinks you're an intruder. He's also killing the infected as well. So that's why we don't find any other infected except for Robbie or the player in the actual map of the bank. All right, so if you go inside the vault right here, you can actually see that binary code. This maybe have to do with the robots. Also, there's a lot of freaking gold in here, bro. All right, then there's this message here. "Attention, all Badimo stations. There is an outbreak here. We need your help. Oh, that's an awesome sign. So now I have a whole new theory. We went into the bank. I got this skin. At the end of chapter 11, we see Mr. P turning into a robot, or maybe he was already a robot and his skin's just falling off. And he says he messed everything up. He was trying to fix things. And then I see this binary code in the bank where somebody's making droids. Is Mr. P making droids because he is a droid? Is Mr. P like some kind of Terminator thing where he's a system that's taken over and he's making robots to make a better world? I'm not sure. I mean, also in chapter 11, you see these droid soldier piggies popping out of the ground, and they're coming from his factory. I mean, they're coming up out of the ground. And as we know, at the ending of chapter 11, we went into some kind of terminal where you can see a deep hole under you going way, way down. Is chapter 12 not going to be Mr. P's lab, but Mr. P's droid factory? It makes sense. It looked like he was making droids and popping them up through chute holes to come get us at the top of the map on the ground level. And Zizzy kept going around and killing them off for us. And he's half droid. And now I find this binary code in the bank while trying to get my piggy skin that says we're upgrading mall security protocol droids to protect against murders and the intruders and the infected. And there's a binary code. Is all this not really about the potion, but about the droids? I don't know. Leave a comment on what you think. Okay, so let's review all the Easter egg notes, and I'm going to try and do these in order that I think they were written in the exact timeline. So the first one you find is where the helicopter landed. Obviously, this would be the first note Mr. P wrote when he landed on the helipad and came into the building. It says, "I looked for her in the forest. She's gone, just as Bunny is." Which is kind of obvious what's going on. He's looking for Mrs. P, and he had Bunny, and he lost Bunny as well. Then the second note that I found says, "I don't understand. I've only made 7 potions. Why is everyone turning just like them? Mr. P again." So that's a really curious one. He made a potion, but he only made 7 of them, and we have way more than 7 people infected, including all the soldiers at the base are also infected. So is this contagious? Is this now like an airborne virus and we just been missing it each time we get to a map? Are we going to get infected in the final one contained into that bunker where we ended the chapter? So we now know that it is infectious and it is probably airborne, or maybe they're doing it by biting or some way they're passing it to each other without drinking the potion. The next one I found is when everything went haywire and a statewide evacuation has begun. I've been assigned to stay here and defend this place for as long as I can, along with a few others. Hopefully the promised backup comes soon. So I guess there's some characters, or maybe we're the backup, and we're coming to save them. But it looks like all the soldiers got infected and everybody else. The last note I found was, "Everyone's turning. We need to evacuate now. It won't be safe here for much longer." So basically the commanders and the staff, the ones that didn't get affected, have already evacuated by the time we got there. And it's over. Now everybody's been trying to figure out this one right here. The whiteboard had this message, and I know a couple YouTubers have put up a message they have infected them or something like that, and those are wrong. There's no M in here. The word them cannot be in here twice. There's no M letter at all. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I tried to actually interpret it myself using a bunch of code or a bunch of programs that would unscramble letters, but this word here in the middle is not in the English language. Now, what I figured out after I did get a few words done, like watch out, black, that this is not going to be completely 100% interpreted, because it was written, what it seems like to me, it was written by someone who was infected. Before they went 100%, they tried to warn us. So they went to the blackboard and they started writing a message as they were infected. As a warning, their minds started getting confused. They were starting to go into the rage phase and they couldn't write correctly. So what does the message say? Well, One thing that is consistent with this message is the sentence structure. If you look at the placement of the commas and the short word right here, and some of the words I was able to figure out, there is a sentence structure that is very consistent in the English language, and that is the first phrase before the first comma is a condition. The second one is a result of that condition if you fix the condition. The third word in between the commas is otherwise something else. If and then, okay? If and then. Think about it. Otherwise, something else is going to happen, and you know this is negative. Okay, so you have a condition, result, otherwise, it's going to be bad. And that's basically the sentence structure. So he was telling us to watch out for, and I think this P-Y-X-G is pig. I think he was just spelling pig, P-Y-X-G. So he was telling us, pig, watch out for something of the pigs, and there is a hero, otherwise, black pig. Okay? So in other words, watch out for the infected pigs, get the hero to help, otherwise you're going to become a black pig or an infected pig. That's what I think this all means. And it's kind of an obvious statement. And I believe this was made by someone who was already infected, but still had enough courage to try and warn you before he was completely gone. And that's what I think it is. I don't think these are actual complete English words. And I don't think anybody's going to be able to interpret it perfectly, because if you take the letter structure and you try and use any of the letters between the commas, most of these words cannot be interpreted, especially this one. There is no word in the English language with the letters O, T, H, W, X, J, C, H, Z. There's no word. It doesn't exist. So I think he meant it looks like he was saying otherwise, because he starts off with O, T, H, W, and then he just he messed up. So he's like other black pig. You know, he's trying to write the words, but then he just kind of dozes off into rage. That's what this looks like, especially the otherwise. Otherwise looked like he almost wrote the word, he got halfway through, and then he just raged out right there at the end. Now, one last thing I want to show you before my video ends. This is a picture of the top of one of the towers in chapter 11. So obviously this character in the window is Bunny. I do not believe it is a ghost bunny. I believe they just shadowed it out so it would be like mysterious and he's in a dark room. Maybe if there was a light we would see Bunny, but they just shadowed it out and that's the only model they could use. I know people have zoomed into it and they says, oh, it's an invisible shadow bunny, it's a dead bunny. I don't think Bunny's dead. I just think he's sitting here watching us, like what's going on, or maybe he's hiding because of all the infected and he's not really infected. But I don't believe Bunny is dead yet. I don't know why they would kill off that character, but obviously the person in the window is Bunny, and maybe him and Mr. P finally reunite in the next episode. Thank you for watching. And remember, people, when you're running from the mall cop, stay lucky.